Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, March 1st, and today we'll cover the trades for the YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, and MSTY for yesterday, February 29th. So what you see on the screen is CONY. I'll cover them first, but first, something happened yesterday. Either they didn't post the intraday trades or I missed it. Not sure which one, but let's just say this morning sucked because I missed, or they missed, posting the intraday trade. And sure enough, what happened on that trade? They rolled the synthetic and they closed out all their weekly calls and they opened a new position into the following week. So I did not, expect this morning, so I had to use the options chain myself and calculate every single position, which obviously is not going to be 100% accurate either. But obviously, very time consuming. But long story short, I'm done. It is what it is, and now I'm done bitching. So let's get to it. So they closed the 190 synthetic. And as you see in green, this is now anything you see in italics is, not 100% accurate. So they had 18,175 contracts. So I had to look that price up. I went to the options chain and I went to look how much it is to buy a call at a 190 strike with a 315 expiration. And this is what I got. Hopefully I did all this, I did it all pretty quick. Hopefully it's accurate. But either way, I'm showing, when all said and done, this synthetic netted 29 million, okay? 29 million profit for the 190 synthetic. Now, they opened a position with a $200 strike with the new synthetic. So this is the price that I showed for that. And again, it looks like it cost about $8,800 to open that position. And did I say 8,000? Oh my God, 8,810,000 to open that position. And obviously, so it's a 200 strike. And, since it's a cost, obviously that'll be netted against our profits on the synthetic. Okay. And this has a 4/19 expiration. So, the short expirations for the synthetic seems to be an ongoing thing, so I guess we can expect that in the future. Now let's go to the February tab. So how did Coin do yesterday? Coin went up 1.37%. CONY went up 1.89%. So they closed a whole bunch of contracts. What a mess. What a mess. Anything in gray, by the way, is something we covered already. So again, I use the close price. The close price I'm filling in red is what I got from the options chain, which represents as of the close yesterday. So again, it's not 100% accurate, but this is all I can use. All right, so the 185 strike, they paid $19.10 per share to close that position. And the 177.50 strike, they paid $25 per share to close that position. So if you look, look how much they received to open that position, right? 295, 281, 248. So losing this much money is just completely, ridiculous. I know they can't predict it, but, at some point, why not just, these volatile stocks, you got to go out of the money. Now, what do we got here? And how much did they go out of the money, you ask? Well, at the time, guess what? 8% and 6%. Not a wise idea. So CONY fund manager dropped the ball last week. Yes, they did. I'm sorry. So in the end, they lost $872,000 on one contract, $13.7 million on another, and $20.6 million on another. It's like we're giving away money on our weekly contracts. And yes, of course, the synthetic saves us, but it's a wash. Now we're losing all that money that the synthetic made going upwards because look how much we had to pay to close. And someone must have went up to this CONY fund manager and smacked them in the head because if you look here, they opened a new position. This expires next Friday, 17,550 contracts. So actually, it's not the same number of contracts. So some people must have sold out. I'm showing they got about 220 per share. They chose a 240 strike, and guess what? 17.9% out of the money. So I'm showing that for 6 trading days, which is a hell of a lot better than 8% and 6%, which is what they did last week. And we saw how that went. You don't sell 8% and 6% out of the money calls on the biggest crypto platform during the crypto bull run, But obviously they missed that memo. So they got 3.8 million to open that position, and let's hope this nets in a profit. However, this is going to really, be one of the last trades before the declaration date. So we may be stuck with what we got here. I show a 90, if you look at the top, sell L1, 90.8 million in losses from weekly calls. So, as far as the job on selling calls for this month, it was a failure. Cash and treasuries. Cash is at 4.1 million, but treasuries are down, so they pulled money out of treasuries. And then overall, it went down 13.4 million. I think it was the other day, they added cash, put cash into treasuries, and then they took it right back out because they needed it. But that's another story for another day. I'm not going to harp on that too much. So yeah, again, they closed all the weekly calls. They started one new position. Again, I don't like the one new position, but at least it's 17% out of the money, which is much better than what they did last week. So let's go to the active tab. So again, one position, 17,550 contracts with a 240 strike, 17.9% out of the money. Again, 6 trading days because this expires March 8th. 30-day IV, 89.53%. Coin price, 203.56. CONY price, 24.32. Really good. Potential capital gains is $4.35. And this ETF is dominant, man. And here's my reaction. That's me this morning. Just typing in numbers, going to options charts, figuring out what the hell happened. So I usually don't ask for a like until the end, but maybe you guys just hit the like button now and get it over with, because it did take a lot of extra work today to figure out these numbers, and hopefully I didn't screw anything up. But if I did, guess what? At least this month's almost over, right? Let's go to payment. So look at this synthetic, man, 146 million. By the way, look at the formula. This is pulling all the way back to the original 130, right? So if we go back to my tabs, this synthetic 130, the first one, $13.6 million debit from that one. This is the second 130. They made 39.2 million on that one. The synthetic 140, they made 100 million on that one. The synthetic 190, we think they made 29.2 million. And the synthetic 200, that's currently open, they had to pay 8.8 million to open that one, okay? So that's where I get the number for the 146.9 million. Again, the formula, which I actually had it screwed up. I was missing the 190 this morning, so I'm glad I caught that. This is the formula. It's just getting a little out of control. And then we talked about the short call income. Again, we're taking a loss of 90.8 million in weekly calls because, they got a little greedy, a little tight, a little close to the money, and it cost them. But long story short, the total net income, 56.1 million. Outstanding shares, 14.5 million. Total income per share is 388. Okay, so that went down because obviously, we took a massive hit. Short call income per share is irrelevant, right? Because that's how much we lost per share. Could you imagine if that short call income per share was even zero? Like, we would make so much money on the synthetic alone. But the short call disaster just ruined us this month. Just ruined us. But they look what they did with MSTY. 40% out of the money. They said, you know what? Screw it. Smart. I know they did go 17%, which is still pretty good. But that could be hit in 2 days. Don't forget. All right, so with the 388 total income per share, again, my $2 payment, I still stand by it for the most part. I'll try to get some estimates out this weekend for fun. But yeah, outstanding holdings. Yeah, this is where I found out. Oh my God, a $200 synthetic was just randomly popped up. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's very annoying. But anyway, so one position, 240 strike. It's going to cost 220 to close it, but that expires next week, so no need to talk about that. Net assets 352 million. NAV is 2434. Trade price is 2432. And we can look at the pre-market if you like. Where is it? Coin. Refresh. Okay, so it's kind of flat, little green. It's up 0.35% in the pre-market to 204.27. Okay, so that's it with CONY, which again was quite a disaster for me this morning. So I know you guys are like, shut up, move on. All right, so TSLY. Let's look at the no trades for TSLY, at least that I saw. 220. Again, we're still in the hole. 53.7 million to close. Expires 315, so it's coming up. They're gonna have to take that hit sooner or later. But Tesla's actually at 201, so it's kind of inching up to the 220. The 185 is still doing good. If they close that one, they would make $20 million. Okay, let's go to the February tab. So Tesla went down 0.05%, which is good. We wanted it to go down. TSLY went up 0.43%. Again, they have one lingering contract with a 200 strike, which, remember, they sold that one 4.18% out of the money, which is also tight. Cash and treasuries, 662 million in cash. So that went down because they moved some of the treasuries, but long story short, it went up overall 88,000, which is kind of irrelevant. Outstanding shares, 44.6 million. Total income is 18.6 million. Distribution per share, 42 cents. Daily income, 2 cents a share. Daily yield, 0.13%. Active tab. Well, here we are. Last trading day, 42,080 contracts, $200 strike. Now we're 0.93% in the money. Again, that expires today. Tesla price is at 201.88. Our break-even point is 202.19. By the way, guys, I hope there's no delay. I did restart my phone. Hopefully that helps. If not, I'll figure something else out. So this can't go above 202.19 or we lose money. 30-day chart looking okay. TSLY price post reverse split 1883. I think I could probably stop saying that now. Potential capital gains for TSLY 0. My reaction, again, I'm still zipping my mouth, but after seeing CONY, it's hard to. I'm not zipping my mouth on CONY, that's for sure. I feel like they could have done much better on that. So, Curve. They actually they closed and rolled their position. They had a 215 strike, I believe, prior. So, and same amount of contracts. They had 100 contracts at 215. So they rolled that strike price up to 230 with a further expiration of 419. So again, 215 was way out of the money, so it didn't cost them a lot. I don't know what it cost them. They don't post their intraday trades. So, this is a good move. Obviously, they see Tesla trending upward, which seems to be the case. Maybe the TSLY fund manager will see the same. Total income, what do we got? Again, synthetic, nothing, 19,000 debit. Short call income, 18.6 million, but, overall income, 18.5 million. And again, we're looking around 40 cents, but what matters today is the Friday trade. But let's just hope, more importantly, this active trade, we need to end in a profit. If we don't, that's going to really suck. At the same time, I have a feeling they're going to roll that synthetic, the 185. They're going to profit that out. because they need the money. What do we got here? Outstanding holdings. Right now, if they closed at 200, it would cost them 293. How much did they get to open it? 219. So obviously they're not going to do that anytime soon. They're going to let the time value run out, and they're going to hope that Tesla either stays flat or moves down, preferably move down under the $200 price. So yeah, just double check the holdings. Yes, synthetic remained intact here. No surprises on TSLY for me today. I would have probably cried. Anyway, there's no crying in options, right? So what did we get yesterday? So again, the price for Tesla went from 202.04 to 201.88. So it's a slight drop. Okay, let me zoom in so you guys can see. So if we look at the puts, I know we don't have the names anymore. The sell puts are at the top, okay? So the put for the 185 the day before would have cost us 1.7 million to close, but now it only costs us 1.4, so that's good. Same thing with the 220. It cost us 59 million to close, now 58 million, okay? So that's good, right? Because Tesla price went down. Now the buy calls on the bottom, right? The 185 was worth 22.1 million with the higher price, and it went down a little, so that kind of sucked. It only went down 1% though. And then the buy call on the 220 was worth 6 million, and now it's only worth 4.7. That kind of sucked too. And that one went down 22%. However, the big winner today, or yesterday, was the weekly call, because the weekly call yesterday cost us 17.2 million, but now it's only going to cost us 12.3. But hopefully that number gets even better. Because again, we didn't even make that when we opened the position. So again, I'm done tracking this after this week. But again, this was just only for additional educational purposes for all of us to see the movement of the synthetic and the weekly calls day by day. Okay. So overall, again, these numbers were negative 49.8 million yesterday, pushing down our net asset value. Now that negative decreased, right? It's only 45.6 million. So our net asset value obviously went up. You saw that. That's why we beat Tesla, right? TSLY beat Tesla yesterday. So yeah, that's it with the holdings. And that's it with TSLY. Again, big day today. Let's see what pre-market looks like. Oh man. If I sound, if I'm whispering, obviously I'm in the garage. It's, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's around 4 a.m. But pre-market, did I refresh? I think I did. 201.15. So it's heading down, which is good. Down 0.4%. So I will take it. Okay, MSTY, last one. They had a trade, and I captured this one. And by the way, guys, what I'm thinking is I'll cover MSTY for a month or two, and then maybe I'll put up a vote. Now that I did the 3, it took a while, but I added a 3rd. But maybe we'll call this a rotational position, and then I could add others like every 3 months or so, just so we can see how some of these other funds work. Let me know what you guys think of that. Unless, because I was thinking CONY and MSTR, they're both crypto related. Do we really need both? I don't know. I just wanted to cover this one from the beginning to see how it works. So if I get like 3 months in, I may decide to cut this one out and add something else, but we'll see. So 3 trades yesterday for MSTY. When you see 3 trades, as always, it's typically adding to the synthetic and adding a weekly call, and that's exactly what they did. So it's a B for a buy call. So they bought the call for the 950 strike with a 328 expiration, and they paid a hefty price. And then they sold a put with a 950 strike, 328 expiration with a lower price. So that's adding to the synthetic position. And then right below that, short sale SS, sold call, $1,000, expiration of March 1st. I thought this was a typo, honestly, and you'll see why, but they sold a call 1 day out in the money on MSTR. Do you believe that? I mean, I don't know. It still feels like a typo, but we'll see. All right, so here's adding to their synthetic. They added 5 contracts. Again, the call cost more than the put, so it added a little debit to the total, which is all good, but whatever. The strike of the synthetic, again, is 950. MSTR is over that, well over that, so they can make money if they close this one out. I don't think they would close it this tight, though. Let's go to the March tab. All right, what happened yesterday? Shocker, MSTR went up 6.22%. MSTY went up 4.91%. So it captured a decent amount of the gains, not all of them. It's okay. But here's the trade. 3-1 expiration, so 1 day out, 5 contracts, which is a lot for this fund, 1,000 strike, and that's 2.23% in the money. After doing many contracts yesterday, 40 and 48% out of the money. Are they just like hoping for a down day, or are they just throwing away money? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know about this move. Is this just a random risk? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. That's dumb. It's just dumb. Maybe I'm being too harsh today, but I don't know. That was a bad move. Cash and treasuries went up $627,000. Whoopee freaking do. Outstanding shares up to 300,000 now. Total income for the weekly calls is a debit. But, it's due to making moves like this, apparently. I still love the 40 to 48% out of the money, but maybe that guy called out yesterday and they had to fill, an intern come in and fill in, and he said, oh, this is a good idea. Or maybe they hit the wrong button. But I've seen that before, and they'll fix it the same day. But either way, what a weird move. All right, so how do we stand going in today? Again, today's Friday, March 1st. So we have 5 contracts with a 1,000 strike, 2.23% on the money. So we need MSTR to go down for this to do anything, really. Then we have 8 contracts with a 1,350 strike. That's 31.99% out of the money now. So it's still hanging in there, March 8th expiration. And then we got 60 contracts with a 1,430 strike, 39.81% out of the money. So that's still sitting pretty good. March 8th expiration, MSTR price 1,022. 30-day IV is just out of control, 125%. MSTY chart is the best chart I've ever seen. MSTY is 25.16. So if you bought in at 20, you are now up like 25%. I mean, it's been like a week. This is insane. And look at the gain. Look at the gains that they can get. Oh my God. Why did I not buy MSTY? Here's my reaction, because again, why open a position with a 1,000 strike on 125% volatility stock? Bad. What are you doing? I don't know. Maybe to me, that's a nice face. I could have done something really bad. But anyway, all right, synthetic income, $1.2 million credit. Short call income is a debit. So they lost $761,000 so far in short call income. Net income is almost $500,000. So using 300,000 outstanding shares, it's about $1.67 per person. Declaration date is next week. Again, I don't think this will be included. Holdings. So, yeah, look at this. The 1,000 will cost, it's showing it will cost $47.33 to close. We made $31.50, okay? So it already looks like a stupid move. I mean, it looked like a stupid move to begin with, but now it's just beyond stupid. Unless they could know something we don't, MSTR could take a whooping today. And we'll check pre-market in a second. But outside of that, the other 2 expire next week, so we don't really need to get into them. All right, so yeah, let's check pre-market. Refresh. Okay. Pre-market is red. Wow, it's down 1.26%. It's down to 1,009. So maybe, just maybe, there was a reason for what they did. But MSTR has just gone up. I only know this stock going up. We'll see if it flips around. Let's hope. But yeah, so that's MSTR for MSTY. Little bonus content here. I went to look at Ulti, and I went to look at the outstanding holdings, and I think they added a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. So let's just look real quick. So AI, like there's three things at the top. So they, let's see, ticker. Yeah, secure. All right. So they own 20. No, that's a call. Call put. What the hell? Security. Yeah, obviously I didn't prep for this before because CONY ruined my morning, but they don't own shares anymore. Look at AI, right? See second and third line down? That's a buy, call, sell, put. That's a synthetic position for AI with a 25 strike. And they sold a call for 33. Same amount of contracts. So okay, so why did they buy the individual shares yesterday then? This is why I don't rush to make. I didn't even there wasn't even a review video. It was just talking about their holdings. ALT, let's look, same thing. Yeah, it looks like they have a synthetic position and they're selling calls on the synthetic position. Same thing. CLSK, yeah, clean spa. Yeah, same thing with coin. All right, I don't see any spot where they actually physically own the securities anymore. So this is going to work just like the other YieldMax funds. So we stand corrected from yesterday. Whatever happened yesterday, they bought the shares, and I guess they sold them. I didn't really check the intraday. If I go here, oh no, it's not. Yeah, it's not going to come up. It's only going to come up yesterday. Duh. All right, so yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder if that changes a lot of people's minds. I did honestly like it better that they owned the shares, to be honest, and they were selling calls that way. But now that they're doing synthetics on all these highly volatile stocks, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm going to change my keyword. Ulti is not awesome, right? Or no, yesterday's keyword was I love Ulti. I don't, or it's either Ulti's not awesome or I don't love Ulti anymore. And again, you could just type it even if you don't believe it. But what a change! What a 360 or 180, I should say, from yesterday. Oh my God, this is okay. So this is what they're going to do. So we'll see when they post their prospectus with actual data. I'll do an actual review on this fund. But all right. So this fund is going to invest in many ultra volatile stocks, and it will do the same strategy as the other YieldMax funds, at least as of today's holdings. We'll see what happens for Monday's holdings. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm freezing. I gotta get ready. I'm going to work. FYI, I'm not doing the commute video. I can't do it. Spent enough time doing the other part, so I'm just going to listen to some other YouTubers on the way to work and go from there. So I apologize if any of you actually do enjoy that content. I'll get one out, another day to just rant about random crap. So as always, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun and you were entertained. And yeah, like I said, hit that like button, please. I did a lot of work on CONY this morning, and hopefully I didn't screw anything up. But if I did, and you caught it, let me know. If not, is what it is. And then this weekend, I'll try to get out an estimate out to you guys for obviously these three, and then, well, not MSTY, but actually no, I'll give out an estimate as if MSTY was going to pay, but I'm assuming they're not. But then I'll give out the estimate on TSLY, CONY, and then all the others. So, but yeah. All right, so stay tuned for that. If you guys made it this far into the video, again, thank you for watching. And then again, the keyword is I do not love Ulti. All right. Anyway, I gotta go to work. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.